Welcome back, Trinidad and Tobago. Well, Judah Lovell was horribly injured back in 2009. His parents are here with us. Michael Lovell, his father, and Umar Janki. They're both here with us to update us on the current situation and find out how we can help in this particular initiative in this child that will be undergoing a lot of series of surgeries. So let's hear their story. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Thank you for having us here. Just want to say thank the Lord for being here also too, right? And I want to start by saying the fire didn't get my son to the stage that he is in right now, presently, right?
What fire? Because your audience doesn't really know what happened.
Okay.
So you could probably give us some background information.
Right, my bad. Well, it's happened, it was around the Diwali time, the bamboo bursting events, right? He was looking and the bamboo exploded, catch the clothes on fire. We took him to the Mount Hope Hospital, and that is where the drama began. They ended up doing 2 bad surgeries there. They joined his neck to his chest. We was there for probably about a year. He ended up like actually rotting. I have the pictures there. But I left here to go Miami with him with holes in his neck, like that size, right? And from that, since that day, well, family life turned around totally, right? So it has been downhill instead of uphill, but I still thank God for the good people who has come. Sometimes it has been so difficult that I get so worried, like now, how the time going closer down to come, right? And nothing is happening, and it's an ongoing process, years and years, and it's kind of frustrating.
Okay, so back in 2009, this particular event happened.
Yes, ma'am.
Following that, what took place? You said that you took him to Miami for surgery?
Yes, well, after being in the A&E hospital, seeing that what happened there, they couldn't have done anything for him back home here, right? So we had to take him to Miami. They use a thing called silver nitrate in order to close the holes in him, right? From that, they did the tissue expanders in the chest and the abdomen, but his body was rejecting it, so they had us to cancel that. Then the money ran out, so they stopped treating him. So I had us to see about him for myself in Miami also too. Yes, I owe in the hospital right now 10,600 US. The government already know about that also, ma'am, because I send the documents for them straight from Miami, right? Prior to that, well, we was making arrangements with this hospital they call Shriners. They wasn't taking patients at the time, and so happened when the money finished in Miami, they sent for him. They called to see him, and they said they're ready to do an evaluation on him. And that is how, praise God for this hospital, we get any surgery free. But the thing is to get him there, which is the tickets, the hotel.
Where is Shriners?
Shriners located in Boston.
Boston.
Yes, in Boston, Massachusetts. And they're doing a very good job, as they have him actually, as you can see here, from the position he was. Well, I don't want to bring the other pictures to show you, but this is the stage it reached right now, presently, right? So they're doing a very wonderful job for him.
Okay.
I thank God for that hospital also.
And Ms. Janki, how has this experience been for you?
Well, good morning to everyone, Trinidad and Tobago, all who listen abroad. This experience has been really tough because as a mother, I do not ever be there. I do not be at his bedside. The surgery is no time. It is too expensive for 3 of us who have a little daughter, for 4 of us to be there. It's a very costly thing. I am working on a minimum wage job. Michael is a taxi driver. It's very hard for me looking at him, knowing that it was a job badly done. It was a botched job with the hospital. And while I was studying about getting him better, I was not thinking about suing or anything like that. I was just focused on him getting out of the situation that he was in. Now that time has passed. I cannot do anything legally. I have to just be struggling from barbecues, curricues, begging. We had a fan, we sold it. We had a car, we sold it. Everything just in order to get him there when the hospital calls. And the hospital had called already for the year. He's supposed to be there in March. He was there December last year. Because of not enough funding, he had to come back home. Right? And I want people to understand that sometimes you look at people on the television and they say that this has been done wrong and that has been done wrong, and nobody pays attention to it. This is 8 years of my life going down the road, and the only how the public is find out about it, or anybody does know the situation I am, is when I come on television or I do a radio program. It is unfair to me. I find to my son and my family that here you are, as the doctor or as an institution did something wrong, and I have to constantly be begging for my child to be better. Should I have to have a life? Should I have to have a family? Should I have to have a job after this? Should I just have it hard to face society with the way he looks? He's being ridiculed at school. He don't be involved in sports because of the injury. He rarely does anything, you know, and it has hurt me as a mother to see that, okay, I do not have enough funds to have surgery done twice for the year, or probably 3 times for the year, so it could be done faster. I just watch Judah sitting every day when other children playing and people being involved, that he just have to look. I have to watch the embarrassment while we travel, while we come into Port of Spain, when we go to the beach. Yes. He cannot take out his top.
I understand.
Because of something that was done, and nobody haven't even come to say, well, Ms. Shanky, I am sorry. You know, I have been to our counselors. I have been to Dr. Diaz, St. Michael has been there. We constantly being turned down because they look at the situation as not life and death. You understand? So I just have it really hard. Really, really, really hard.
All right, so we have those, that account number there, that First Citizens account 1669216. Yeah, it's there on the screen. Mr. Lovell, you are the father. I know it's very emotional, and I don't know how much comfort I can offer this time, but we're just thanking God for life, first of all, and you're going to take it from there, and it's going to be better. All right, you're closer to it. You have these people on board. This hospital has agreed to do this thing. Let us get the funding. So that's why you're here. Let's be positive about it, and we're gonna get this done.
One thing, what I wanted to say to my country, now I love my country, is just the focusing on all the different things and the health sector, we need to deal with it. I had conversation with the ministers concerning with the hospital having attachments to them, like to take persons from here if they're having issues with the doctors who cannot handle it here. Because to tell you the truth, we do have doctors who could handle this here.
Don't?
Pediatric burn specialists, we don't.
Okay.
I sit down and discuss it with the minister, and he said, while the hospital in Cuba was doing, they would send persons to be trained for that here. Okay. Right? Which we do have a trauma section for that either. Pediatric burn plastic surgeon is a different plastic surgeon to a normal person who would do a breast lift or a facelift and stuff like that. That things I learned along the way. Anyhow, what I wanted to say too is that because I don't have any funds, that is why it wasn't taken further, right? And for me, I think somebody was compensated. We're supposed to be compensated for this, what it is taking place here, and not begging for the help. Because Judah didn't born like this, right? Now, the compensation I want not from me, you know. I want so I would not have to come on the TV every single year to beg for help, to carry my child for something that they have done, right?
Let's look at the actual medical condition of the child right now. What are some of the challenges he's facing?
Well, the challenges is his mouth is staying open. It is caused how the skin tightening from here, like from under the arm, pulling, like if somebody pulling on your skin, you know, so it'll be more like, stay open, the face and like ears and neck and everything is a tightening process. Plus, is he have a lot of itching issues too, right? We just try different things, but he can't. The skin sensitive, they can't use any and everything on it too, right? Well, even just last time, I think he telling me that the cream finished. That cream we just buy for him. Down here, too expensive, so I just try to buy like 3 or 4 or 5 sometime when I go up there, right? That he use her in, right? Mom, this thing have me so, you see my face how it twist, one of my small, all kind of thing. I had a stroke due to this, right? It has been downhill for me every time I get a job. Every year that I go, I have to leave the job, right? So when I come back, I'm starting over again, right? How could somebody raise $60,000 or $70,000 every year without a proper job, right? I went to the minister, Dolly Gasby, my counselor, Coca, they know about it. Yeah, what I asking for, ma'am, this morning too. I need something. I have a very skilled person.
Right.
I can take a house from foundation to finish, right? A skilled painter. I used to work customs. I do different things, right? I do inventory. I know how to run a warehouse. So, I mean, come on. It have contracts they're giving out to all these people. They could give me a contract where I could sustain myself. Okay. So I don't need to come on the TV and ask and beg for the help. You know what I mean? That is all I asking for. And it have persons out there who giving contracts, who doing things to their partners and friends who don't need it, right? Ma'am, I sell nearly everything I have. You could say basically the only thing I don't want to sell probably is TV because the trend is still watch TV and things like that. But when it's time to go with the child, I buy the van, I have to sell it to make up the money to go. Is that fair to me and my family?
But I can guarantee you will be receiving some calls. What is that number to contact you at, apart from the First Citizens number, your personal number?
477-7002 is my number, and my wife's number is 332-3366.
Okay.
So you can call us at any point in time, right? As I answer my phone will ever be off. Well, now it's off because, well, we're here.
Sure. Now, we're going to be positive about this. There are people looking on from Trinidad and Tobago, and they will be willing to help. And as you mentioned, you're willing to work. It's not like you're just begging here.
Is the help I asking for, ma'am, is to make sure my child get there.
Good.
Right?
Let's talk a little bit about the expenses. So you're looking at tickets, you're looking at accommodation.
Hotel accommodation, right?
For how long?
Well, basically now as they go in and do, as he miss it out Christmas, they want to take off, they do a graph and the laser together. So that is be like basically 6 to 8 weeks we just be there for. Okay. And the thing about it is, I could tell you 6 to 8 weeks, but we might be there for more.
Yes.
It's according to how his doctor see, and they doesn't want him to travel unless he okay to travel.
Understood.
So himself like he catch a cold before he ready to come home. So they tell me, Michael, no. They will call the airline and change the date for us to come back. That's how serious they. You know what, ma'am? You know what has hurt me? My son being treated and loved by these people, and he's not even a citizen of America. He have insurance in Boston, you know. They are sure that he make sure that he get, because you know you can't do anything in America without insurance. Judah is covered, right? I said, thank God for these people. My own people where I born and grow, where my child born and grow, they never make a call. The ministry tell me the first time I went and get a check, don't come back for any help, you know. A year before, I have a letter. When I went, I done take Judah already and come back. They sent the letter from the ministry, said, Mr. Lovell, we evaluate your situation and we can't do anything to assist you. I already know they can't do anything to assist me. But persons in the public, when you're meeting them, ma'am, they tell you go back to the ministry, they would help. So I just go to satisfy the people. Ma'am, I do have, if you tell me go under this table now and I will get help, I go in under the table.
I understand, but we're moving forward, right? You have this hospital on board, it's called what? Shriners.
Shriners, yeah.
And they're located in Boston.
Boston.
Great, so we're going to focus now on getting your airfare and your accommodation. So how much money are we looking at?
You want to say something?
Okay. Right now, American Airlines, well, that was like 2 weeks ago. We had to get a print out, a readout from the airline, the costing of the ticket. If in case anybody, well, most of the time people like to know what is the cost.
Yes.
Now, American Airlines have the boat tickets for $9,200. I just for the tickets.
That's for him and the child, or you're not?
Well, it's supposed, I was supposed to be there, being that is extra work with cutting and grafting and all that, but I don't know if I will have enough fundings to be there. Remember, I said before
Yes.
earlier, when I do not ever be there.
And then you have the little child,
Then I have
your
to
daughter.
again. Anyhow, the airlines say the ticket could vary because it's June coming down to July and
Yeah,
August, so the
yes,
ticket
yes,
may go up.
yes.
So that is from 9,200. Then you have the hotel. That is like 100 and a little over 100 per day. Stay. If it's 6 weeks, we just sum it up something like 5,000 US something. Because we just get paying as Shriners is a part of the hotel, have a connection. Because a lot of families that goes to the hospital goes to that particular place. That is the USS Constitution. And they give a discount. But it's not that much. You know, being like a Shrine family, you get a discount, but it's be like over 5,000 US. Then we have to still have something for traveling and food stuff and all that. So in all of this sum up to like about 60,000, 70,000.
No,
TT?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
70.
we change it to,
When you change it,
they went
because
up
if it's
again.
sum up like 5,000 US, convert it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
It will be like
35,000
30 something to 40,000 TT. And then with the 2 airline tickets and then a little moving around from airport to hotel to hospital, the little meal allowance and all that. I do not ever ask for more because I am not going on a vacation.
I understand. Now, as I said, we'll be positive about this.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, just to remind everybody that number there, the First Citizens number, the account number, it is on your screen. It's 1669216, and Mr. Lovell's number is 4777002. Your number, Miss Janki, is
332-3366.
all right. So we're trying to raise funds for this young man. How old is this child?
He is 15 years now, ma'am, and he have to go until he is the age of 21, right? That is when the body stop grow. Well, that is what the doctor said. That is when he stop grow, actually.
So each year he would need to have these surgeries
Each
done.
year, and as you could see here, what they're saying here is release and graft
And
and the
laser,
laser treatment,
yeah.
right? And you know, sometimes I just tell people, they say, Michael, how you just get it so close up, because we're supposed to leave here on the 20th of this month, right? Now, I started this, well, I didn't get the opportunity to get any TV until now, but I did a radio program with Ms. Jessie May Vento, right, and Mr. Edison Carr,
Yes.
right? So they're trying to do something on the whole, but the timing is be so critical, because I begged for a little extension from the hospital in March. So I tell them I only come back Christmas. I didn't start to do anything, or didn't get anything to do as yet. So now it's the 20th now. God is good, you know, I know that,
Yes.
right? He is great, but sometimes too, I be kind of worried and scared.
As
when the
normal.
time, yeah.
As expected. You're human.
Yeah, when the time coming so close down, I started check. You see, my wife now telling me she find like I just get kind of away.
And then you need to take care of your health as well, because you
Yeah.
did mention some challenges. But hear what? You have some positive news. Shriners, they're on board, and we're closer to getting this thing to make it come through.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So we've been chatting with Mr. Michael Lovell and Omar Janki, parents of Judah Lovell, who was horribly injured back in 2009 in a bamboo bursting session that has gone wrong. The surgeons in Trinidad apparently would have done some surgeries, and it almost cost him his life,
Yes,
according
yes,
to
he
the
nearly died.
parents. So
Yes.
we are really appealing for some assistance here, and the father also mentioned that he's very skilled, so in the event that you need somebody to do any sort of woodwork or foundation and that sort of
Yes,
thing.
roofing, tiling, painting, I doing landscaping also too.
Wonderful.
Yes, I do that too. We just do type of thing you do for Christmas too, like persons ready to put away your house and everything from curtains. So all you have to do is cook your food and them kind of thing. Yeah, we just do all that.
All you
too.
have to do is breathe, and he'll take care of you.
Painting, putting up the curtain. Well, the only thing I do is making a bed and thing, but we decorate back the house here when it's done paint. So you're good to go. You know?
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Anita, pleasure. Sure, you'd like to say something?
I want to say one thing to all the folks that has helped Judah already in the past, who's still helping now. I want to say it is a great thank you. Thank you very much. Without you, without everyone who supports us. Whether I know you, most of the people I do not know. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I couldn't have get it done without you. So thank you.
Wonderful.
I second that too.
Yes.
Yeah, I second that full 100. I forget that part to really thank the persons that been there for us all the time, having it coming through all the time. I thank all you very much. God bless all you. And producers and everybody here this morning too. God bless all you too. And you too, ma'am.
Thank you.
For having us here and taking the time for having us here this morning.
It's a pleasure to have you, and we know things will work out, and it's only uphill from here, correct?
Thank
There we
you.
go. Thank you so much.
All right.
We take a short break. A lot more when we return. Stay tuned.